Welcome back to our channel. We hope you enjoy the video. Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing for the Sega Genesis is a sports simulation game that stands out as one of the more memorable boxing titles of the early 90s. It was released at a time when the sports genre was experimenting with new ways to deliver a more authentic and engaging experience to gamers. Graphics and presentation. The game boasted impressive graphics for its time, with well-animated sprites and a variety of boxing rings. The box's movements were fluid, and the game made good use of the Genesis hardware to create a convincing boxing atmosphere. The use of scaling techniques to simulate a 3D perspective was particularly innovative, giving players a sense of depth as they moved around the ring. Gameplay mechanics. The gameplay was both its biggest strength and source of frustration. Players could customize their boxer, adjusting stats to fit their playstyle, which added a layer of strategy to the game. The actual boxing mechanics were straightforward, with a focus on timing and positioning. However, the controls could sometimes feel unresponsive, leading to moments of irritation during critical bouts. Sound and music. The sound design was a mixed bag. On one hand, the punch effects and the crowd noise contributed to an immersive boxing experience. On the other hand, the music was forgettable and often overshadowed by the sound effects, which was a missed opportunity to further enhance the game's atmosphere. Career mode. One of the game's highlights was its career mode, which allowed players to take a boxer from an amateur to a world champion. This mode provided a sense of progression and achievement as players trained their boxer and fought their way up the ranks. However, the career mode could become repetitive, as there was a lack of variety in opponents and fight strategies. Longevity and replayability. Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing offered a decent amount of replayability for fans of the genre, thanks to its career mode and the ability to customize boxes. Yet, the game lacked multiplayer options, which limited its longevity compared to other sports titles that offered competitive two-player modes. Cultural impact. The game benefited from having Evander Holyfield, one of the biggest boxing names at the time, as its cover star. This association lent the game a sense of authenticity and helped it stand out in a crowded market of sports games. Despite this, it didn't have the lasting cultural impact of other sports titles like Madden NFL or FIFA. In conclusion, Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing was a solid sports title for its time, with impressive graphics and an engaging career mode. While it had its shortcomings in terms of controls and sound design, it remains a nostalgic piece for many boxing game enthusiasts. It's a game that reflects the era's limitations and innovations, offering a glimpse into the early days of sports gaming on home consoles. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and sub for more future content.